The night my son called me mom again after 8 years of silence, I realized forgiveness isn't something you owe just because someone finally understands the damage they caused. I got the call at 10:47 p.m. on a Tuesday, a number I didn't recognize, and something in my chest told me not to answer, but I did anyway. Mom? His voice was older, rougher, but it still hit me the same way it had the last time I heard it in that courtroom 8 years ago, when he sat there in a pressed shirt and told a judge I was a neglectful mother who chose work over her own children. Back then, I remember staring at him, waiting for him to break, to look at me like he used to when he was little and needed me, but he never did. He just kept talking, repeating the lies his father fed him like they were his own memories. After that day, he erased me. Blocked calls, unopened letters, holidays that came and went like I didn't exist. I stopped trying after a while because rejection from your own child doesn't just hurt, it rewires you. So when he said, she left me, I didn't feel the rush of concern I thought I would. Just quiet, hollow. He told me his wife had been cheating for over a year, that she'd filed for custody, that she was telling their kids he was a bad father, and I could hear the panic in his voice. The same panic I used to hear in my own when no one believed me. I finally get it, he said, breaking down. Everything you went through. I'm so sorry, Mom. I was wrong. I leaned against the counter, gripping the edge like it might steady something inside me, but nothing moved. No anger, no relief, just this tired, empty understanding. I'm sorry you're going through that, I said, and even to me, it sounded distant. Will you help me? He asked, hopeful, desperate. Will you come to court? Tell them what really happened back then? I closed my eyes, and suddenly I was back there again, him avoiding my gaze, his words cutting deeper than anything his father ever said. I didn't say that, I replied quietly. There was a pause, heavy and confused. But I said I'm sorry. I know, I said, but sorry doesn't change what happened. His breathing hitched. I was a kid. He lied to me. You were old enough to choose. I said, not harshly, just honestly. And you chose him. He didn't argue that. He just cried. And I stayed on the line because no matter what he'd done, some part of me would always pick up when he called. Can we meet? He asked after a while. Just coffee, please. I looked around my quiet kitchen, at the life I'd built from scratch, my steady job, the peace I fought hard for. The version of myself that finally stopped begging to be believed. I need time, I said. How much time? I don't know, I answered, because the truth was, I didn't know if time would fix this or just make it clearer that some things don't go back to the way they were. He whispered okay like he was afraid I'd disappear again, and when the call ended, a message came through seconds later. I love you, Mom. I stared at it longer than I expected to, then set my phone down without replying. Because love was never the problem, it was everything that came after it that I wasn't sure I could survive twice. For more stories like this, make sure to subscribe. Thank you.